Previously, we used the provider class to inject the contact manager to all widgets down the tree. And the problem is that we had to hard code the type of this manager. So it's like it had to be fixed for the provider. But provider should be able to provide data of any type. For that reason, it would be good to somehow parameterize this this class. And luckily enough, in Dart, it's very simple. It's possible and very simple. So there is this concept of generics. They are also in Java. They were introduced in Java 1.5. They are also known as parameterized types. So the idea is simple, that you are creating a class and you can parameterize it with a particular type. So in this example, we can just say that we want a provider of a particular class which is not known when we are creating this class. And we can say that the data inside will be of that type, like a general type. And then in the place where we are using it here, when we are creating the instance of the provider class, we can say that we want a provider that provides data of the contact manager type. So this way, provider is now more general. We are not restrained to a particular type. We can just say that it's any type, and that's by convention we can say T or any other letter. And then when we create the instance, we give a specific type. So now, in order to make it work, we need to make some adjustments here. So first of all, we need to use a small hack, which is that we need to create a helper method type of, like so. And this needs to be a static method as well, because it's used inside another static method. Let's type of t and type like that. And now we need to use that here, the output of this, and we need to parameterize the of method as well, like that. So now, having done that, we need to find all the places where the provider is used, and we need to ask for a specific type. So we want the provider to provide us data of a specific type. So here, here, and here. So now our manager is general. It can provide any data, and it's still the same class. So I encourage you to read about this. So in Dart, we say that the types are reified, difficult word, and we talk about reification, which is in contrast to erasure. So the difficult words, but the idea is very simple. Erasure means that if you parameterize a type, if there is reification, it means that the type is being carried on to the runtime. So when your program runs, it recognizes this parameterization. And erasure means that this type is being removed. So a good example is that if you have a list and you say that you want a list of strings like that, as we used before, in language such as Dart, when the types are reified, this if you ask at the runtime what's the type of the particular list, let's say candies, it will return list of strings as a type. And in languages such as Java, when there is type erasure, where the types are erased at the runtime, it will just return that it's a list. It will not know that it's a list of strings. So erasure versus reification. And in the context of provider, in the context of InheritedWidget, it's useful because you can have one class which can provide data of any type you want, and you can define that when you are using this class. See you next time.